Drivers behind the line, starting in 3, 2, 1, rebuild.
Welcome to another rebuilt match. First 20 seconds completely autonomous and pre-programmed. So robots moving around the center of the field. 91-19 heading onto across the side of the field and launching some fuel onto our head ref. They will get some penalties there for crossing over that white neutral line. His teams have to stay on their side of that line. Red Alliance continue to score a couple of points for their alliance. Blue Alliance getting a couple of points there while they're scoring. 49-26 heading over to their tower, but did not climb up on it. Score is currently 25-12 in favor of your Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance will then have that little bit of the advantage during the teleoperated period. The remainder 2 minutes and 10 seconds is all teleoperated. Human players pick up the controllers and driving the robots that their team built this past season. 84-31, that's Robo Knights 2, scoring some of that game pieces for their human, trying to pick up as many game pieces as possible while their hub is inactive. The Red Alliance playing a little bit of Hungry Hippo. Blue Alliance, while their hub was active, trying to score some points. Each of those worth 1 point for their alliance. Castle Robotics able to sneak in a couple before that shift transitions. Galactech just a little bit off kilter, trying to shoot some of those game pieces into their hub, but none of those are worth any points since their hub is inactive. Red Alliance getting a couple of those fuel up. 91-19. Iron Legends able to score a couple points for their alliance. Passing a few into the outpost, which is that human player station. Iron Legends able to score a couple of points while their hub was deactivating. Sneaking in just a few. Scores 59-32 in favor of your Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance getting another opportunity to increase that threshold. Eyeing out the ranking point threshold. Blue Alliance about halfway there. Red Alliance about a third. Both those teams trying to crest 100 fuel scored to get an additional ranking point for their alliance. 97-90 Crypto Creek 2 pushing some of those fuel over to their alliance partners. Many teams designing a ground intake mechanism, allowing them to pick up off the field floor, not having to rely on their human player station. Red Alliance has their hub active, trying to tighten up the point gap between them and their opponents. 91-19 Iron Legends able to successfully score a few of those, but appears to be just a little bit long. The end game period will be our next scoring opportunity. That's the last 30 seconds of the match, which that steam whistle just initiated. Both of those hubs are activated for the remainder of the match. Both alliances have points, ability to score points for their alliance. 79-56 in favor of your Blue Alliance, but plenty of points available in the end game period. A couple in the tower. The tower, you can get elevated off the ground to score points for your alliance. 10, 20, 30 points available. The higher you climb, the more points you'll find. Many teams, though, continuing to focus on that fuel. Trying to fit as much as possible with the remaining 3, 2, and here are your scores for qualification match 14. Your winners, the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance taking with a score of 107 to Red Alliance is 60 to Blue Alliance, just a few fuel short of the ranking points, so they'll get just those 3 for winning, still allowing all 3 of those teams to ride.